Let my beauty intoxicate you. What's up, everyone? Thank you for joining us once again on the D-Star01 channel. I'm your host, Dexter Arafiles, and I'm super psyched today because today we're going to open up the SH Figuarts Vega, aka Balrog in Japan, from Street Fighter V. Now, a little bit about this figure. Honestly, this figure I don't think is from Street Fighter V, even though it has a Street Fighter V logo. He looks more like a Street Fighter IV Vega. And also, I believe the default skin for Vega in Street Fighter V is him with the blouse. It's this outfit with the blouse. So, I don't know what happened there. Somewhere they decided to just slap Street Fighter V on there, even though it is not truly the Street Fighter V Vega. At least that's what I think. If you guys are opposed to that, let me know down in the comments down below. So here's the box and everything like that. And let's open this guy up. And if you're interested in this figure, you can always get him at www.dstartoys.com, your reliable source for awesome action figures. So enough of me talking, let's get this guy open, and let's see if he's worth the money. We're going to go over paint and detail, articulation and scale, and accessories. And in the articulation and scale, we're going to compare him to other action figures, which I actually had the Soda Toys Vega, which I've had in my collection for more than 10 years. That has been one of my favorite figures, and you're going to see that I have posed the crap and played the crap out of that figure. So, enough of that. Let's look at this guy. I'm super psyched about this figure. I've been wanting this figure for so long. Sadly, it is not truly the Street Fighter V one. And let's look close here. Let's look at his face, and let's get some light on here. So there we have it. Here is Vega in his beautiful glory. And what we have here is a very nice, not so matte finished body, but it has a really nice snake tattoo, which does go all the way around. And as you can see, the snake even continue here. Let me take out my pick. As you can see, some of that snake tattoo does extend into the arm. Well, not really extend, it's just kind of there, but it wraps around his entire body, which is really, really cool. And we even got some shadings in between the muscles here, giving him a very detailed and awesome look here. I love how this figure looks, and he seems to be in scale too. Let's see, he's actually really tall, so here we go. That looks really nice. And most importantly, let's look at this arm here with the beautiful claws. Look at those claws right there. See if we can focus that. And they are curved, and they have a really nice metallic silver finish. And of course, we have the brace here on the bicep on the right, and that looks absolutely gorgeous, as well as the gold on the claw there. Love this claw. I think this really makes the figure absolutely beautiful and perfect in my opinion. So let's look at the pants here. This is his standard pants that it's the blue and the yellow, and of course we have the socks that go here, and then we have his shoes here. So he has a very Street Fighter 4, maybe even Street Fighter 2 look. Not so much Street Fighter V in my opinion. So, oh, also let's not forget about the sash. The sash does look really cool. In fact, even though we should be putting this in the accessories, we're just going to put it on just so we can complete this look. And there you have it. You can complete the look of Vega right there. Let's see if we can get him in more of a Street Fighter 2 look. Something like this, I believe. Let's see if we can get that. Something like that. And in Street Fighter V, he's more of like cross-legged. Kind of like, if I remember correctly, it should be like this. So you can have something close to Street Fighter V. But like I said before, I don't really want to go too much more into this. I just honestly think that SH Figuarts was making Street Fighter 4 figures, or Street Fighter in general figures, and they just happened to slap the 5 on there. So, overall, I'd have to say he looks absolutely amazing. Just look at this. This just looks really, really good. And what more can you ask for in a Street Fighter figure? So let's move on to articulation and scale. Let's see how tall he's standing here. He's standing at almost 7 inches. He's a little bit above 6.5. And of course, we got to compare him with other action figures. Now, okay, prepare yourself. This figure has been in storage for a very long time. But I posed him, played with him, everything like that. Here is the Soda Toys Vega. Now, to my surprise, the Soda Toys Vega is actually taller. Yeah, definitely taller. And also, the pants are purple rather than blue. So I think this is more of a Street Fighter 2. Let me think. Yeah, I think it was just more of a Street Fighter 2. Yeah, this is more of a Street Fighter 2 Vega. and this is a Street Fighter 4, maybe. I think this can pass as a 5 in his alternate costume, so that looks pretty cool. Yeah, so there you have it. As you can see, I also broke the claw there. Man, this really sucks. I really love this toy, but yeah, I had to put him in storage, so I happened to find him in storage, so this is really cool. And of course, we have other SH Figuarts Street Fighter figures here. What we have here is Cammy. I don't have Chun-Li with me to mimic her fight with Vega in the Street Fighter animated movie. I also have my custom Hot Ryu figure right there, and as you can see, he works really, really well with SH Figuarts, and of course, everyone compares these figures with Marvel Legends, everyone's favorite line of action figures. As you can see, he actually scales decently well with the 50th anniversary Iron Man there. So let's move on to articulation. SH Figuarts known to have that trademark fighting body. Let's see there. Does it have the fighting body? Yes, it does. So that means he has super movable joints, and we have an up and down here at the toe. Let's see if we can move that. Yes. That is a movable up and down there at the toe. Have an up and down there at the ankle. Does he have an ankle rocker? Yes, he does. He also has a shin swivel here, but it doesn't swivel too much due to this joint. This is actually a single joint. I thought it would be double, but that's okay. And of course, we have that triple joint system right here, so you can get maximum kicking, or you can have him do his rising knee or something like this, or have him pose. I really love these joints because you can get just the best amount of motion in those kicks. I mean, just look how high it can kick. That's really awesome right there. And of course, we have two here at the midsection. We can waist swivel both up and both the upper and the lower waist swivel. And can you ab crunch? Yeah. Well, sort of. Oh man, sorry about that. His ball joint just happened to get loose. So you can't really give him that well of an ab crunch as I thought. He fell off the ball joint there. So, but yeah, unfortunately, yeah, no ab crunch there. That's kind of sad, actually. I was hoping he can do a better ab crunch than that. So let's move on to the shoulders. He does have a butterfly joint right here. Let's see right there. Let's see if we can cross arm him. Not so much. Even though he has butterfly joints, I think his pectorals are just too big. So therefore, he can't really do a cross-armed look, which is kind of sad. Yeah. Even though he has, see, if you look here, this is something interesting about this Vega. So this is something really interesting about this Vega. If you look here, it looks like they did a whole remodeling of how shoulder joints are, because this is a separate piece right there. Man, but it's just so sad. Even though they did something like that to give him maximum motion, he can't really hug himself as much as I thought he would. Let's see if we can zoom out there. Yeah. So, I mean, that's the best you can do. And, you know, in all honesty, that's not too bad. So we have a double joint here at the elbow. We do not get a bicep swivel as I thought we did, but we do not. And we do have a ball joint here at the wrist, and 2 at the neck, looking to be well above 20 points of articulation. And sure, why not? Let's count his little sash here as a articulation point. So a lot of points of articulation to get the absolute best looking, most articulated Vega that you can possibly get in an action figure. That looks really, really cool. And he scales really well with most of your 112 scale action figures. So, all right, let's move on to accessories. And it looks like we're going to go into the face and the claws and the hands and stuff, but here's something I noticed. This is probably the best part of the figure. You actually get his cage. So you can have him do his flying attack where he goes upside down like this, or he attacks you like that. Or you can have him climb the cage. So let's assemble the cage. It looks like you get quite a bit of stuff here. And I will get back to you. Okay, so here's everything assembled, or as assembled as I could get it. And what we have here is the background, and then we have the cage all set up. Now, a little bit information about this cage accessory. When it comes to the posing arm that you can put on it, it only works with an SH Figuarts. Now, I've tried Figma here. This does not work. And I also tried a Mafex stand, and no, these the peg holes right here, are not compatible, and they only work with an SH Figuarts stand here. So that kind of sucks because I don't really have that much SH Figuarts stands. I actually have quite a lot of Mafex and Figma stands, so not so much on the SH Figuarts. I really need to pick up some more of those. And as you can see, I can get him to do his upside down attack right there, which looks really, really cool. I think the only thing I don't like about this is that, honestly, I don't think you really need a background. Honestly, I mean, I guess it's nice, but it's a little bit of a double entendre here because there's a cage there. The background has a cage, and then you have a cage here, so that kind of, that kind of ruins the point. In all honesty, I just really like the way this looks right here. And you can make him do all kinds of poses as long as you have the right arm. Like I said, this isn't included, by the way. The SH Figuarts arm is not included, and you need to buy your own. So that kind of kills it that you have to buy something extra, even though they give you the pegs and the cage and everything, but they don't give you the arm for it. Come on, that's like one thing you could have added, and this would have been an absolutely perfect set for this figure. So let's look at the other accessories right here. We get his unmasked handsome face. Let's look here. That looks really, really good. And let's replace his unmasked head with this head. Oh man, that's a really tight joint. And we get to remove the hair. Unless you want a short-haired look, but everyone knows that he loves his hair. And there you have it. That's the ponytailed look. Oh yeah, that's also a joint, by the way. So you can have, two joints. 1, 2, right there on the hair. So you can have him do all kinds of beautiful poses with his hair flowing in the wind or something like that. That looks really cool right there. Right there, that looks really, really awesome. So you have his claw right there, unmasked face, looking really, really rad. Ooh, look at that. Looks so cool. Let's look at the hands, even though we don't really look at the hands that often. We usually save that for the very end. We have a come hither hand, and of course we have his claw hand right here. For I guess this is mostly for climbing the fence right there. And then we have those same hands for his claw. One thing that I noticed, yeah, so just as I thought. So this does come off. And yeah, I think that's the only hand that has that. I think about it. Okay, so since this is an unboxing, I don't really know too much. Now that I do, I just pretty much just take this off. This part right here is removable, so you can have a unclawed hand. So you can't put the claws on this because this is one piece right there, and you can transfer it to any of the hands that have this this socket right here. And I think there's another hand that has, so yes, this one right here. You can put this with the claws like so. That looks really cool. Let's just do a quick hand swap, just because I really want to see how this looks. And let's remove this hand. Let's do this like so. Yeah, something like that. You want to challenge me? That looks really, really cool right there. So let's come up with a conclusion of this action figure set of Vega from Street Fighter V, number 10 in the series from SH Figuarts. I think he's really cool. For about $70, you can get an absolutely complete Vega action figure in the proper 1/12 scale, so he can fit with all your other action figures. He's tall, he's very articulated, he's super detailed. Definitely worth the buy. I think if there's anything I have to say that's negative, I don't know why they keep including these. I mean, I guess they're kind of cool. I don't really pose them with that. And I guess the reason why I don't really like this background is because I wish they just took out the fence or the gate. Because you already have this, and they would totally complement this backdrop if they didn't have it. So now we have this really weird looking fence that's popped out, and then we have one in the background. So it's like, that's just weird. I think that's my only issue. It's a very small one, mind you. Besides that, this figure is absolutely amazing. I can't wait to add him to my Street Fighter collection. And you can get him at www.dstartoys.com, your reliable source for awesome action figures. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Hey you! Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Where? Right here. Not there, right here. You. And thanks for watching. So, rate, comment, and subscribe. Right here, right there, right here. Yeah.